Do you ever feel like your brain slows down as you get older? You might think you become forgetful, lose focus, and struggle to learn new things. But that's not the whole truth. In this video, you'll learn how to build habits that keep your brain young and sharp. In fact, some people become even sharper as they grow older. It's not about age, but how you use your brain. Your brain doesn't decline just because cells disappear. The real reason is that it stops changing. When you repeat the same actions again and again, the brain decides it has enough and starts saving energy. It might sound efficient, but that's exactly where aging begins. On the other hand, people who keep discovering and feeling excited in daily life form tiny new neural connections every single day. Curiosity is the true source of youth. In neuroscience, we call the brain's ability to change neuroplasticity. Your brain can reshape itself in response to new experiences, no matter your age. People who keep improving their memory and thinking as they grow older share 3 key habits. First, they learn with meaning. Instead of memorizing blindly, they ask why and how as they learn. The brain keeps only the information that truly means something. That's why people who connect understanding with memory become wiser as they age. Second, they enjoy difficult challenges. When you take on something a little hard, your brain releases dopamine. It's a reward chemical that appears when you feel that spark of satisfaction. Once challenge turns into pleasure, your brain starts its own learning loop. These people are the ones who keep their brain's growth switch turned on. Third, they express what they learn. They talk, write, and explain what they know. This process links the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus, turning memories into structure. Information that you only listen to fades away quickly, but the moment you speak it out loud, it transforms into your own knowledge. On the other hand, some habits can quietly slow your brain down. First, repeating the same thoughts. When you avoid change and keep doing what feels familiar, your brain decides there's nothing new to learn. Second, emotional dullness. When surprise and excitement fade, dopamine dries up, and new memories stop taking root. Third, passive input. When you only watch or read without truly engaging, your brain simply deletes that information because it judges it as unimportant. Repeat these 3 behaviors long enough, and your brain's reward system starts to lose its spark. You stop feeling that thrill for new experiences. Doing nothing doesn't just mean stillness, it slowly silences the mind. Aging is not about losing information, it's about losing excitement. People who keep their brains young all share one thing in common. They can step back and watch their own thoughts. They often ask themselves, am I really focused right now? Is this the best way for me to remember? That gentle awareness of their own thinking is called metacognition. And the stronger this ability becomes, the more the prefrontal cortex grows, keeping the brain clear, flexible, and sharp. What's more, they're not afraid of the unknown. They explore new places, dive into challenging ideas, and every time they do, their hippocampus lights up and new neurons are born. Even as the years go by, their brain keeps weaving new connections, quietly expanding its own network of intelligence. Curiosity is a living muscle that grows stronger every time you train it. Each time you encounter something new, your neurons stretch out and create new connections. But when you repeat the same routine again and again, those connections quietly fade away. The youth of your brain is not defined by how much you know. It is defined by how much you enjoy discovering what you do not know. In the very moment you feel wonder about the world, dopamine and nerve growth factors work together to build the circuit that keeps your mind learning and alive. In short, curiosity is the most powerful form of anti-aging for your brain. The brain has no real sense of age. What truly matters is the direction it chooses to face. A brain that keeps looking back to the past walks the same old roads again and again, but a brain that dares to look toward the future builds new paths with every step. The moment you think you already know the world, your mind quietly stops. But the moment you feel there is still something left to discover, it lights up and starts moving again. Your curiosity is the pure energy that keeps your brain alive and endlessly young. As long as you keep learning, your mind will never truly grow old.